Well, at this moment, let's now go over live to my colleague Glenn Molego for the latest sporting action and more details.
Well, thank you very much, Matapelo, for that. And just getting straight into it, today we are joined in studio by a very, very well-celebrated South African footballer, and he goes by the name Jabu Mahlangu. Jabu, welcome to Afro World View.
Thank you, and thank you for having me, and thank you for the viewers.
You are here because you are involved with the COPA Coca-Cola for 2018. Can you tell us about basically what the competition is about and how it's spread out throughout the country?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank COPA Coca-Cola for giving me, this opportunity. And I always like to associate my brand, with great initiatives like this one, especially development. This is a school soccer tournament for under 15s, and it's been there since 1989. But here in South Africa, it started in 2009.
Yeah.
So it's a global, a football tournament where they give these kids, these kids get together and, play football and get, to improve their skills and showcase their talent at a very young age, which is something that, it's very key, for our Bafana and, the future of our football in the country.
And we were talking now, just before we came on air, that we can see the national team is struggling, and having initiatives like this basically helps in the future of football in this country, because you are able to get the youngsters while they're still in school, whereby you can instill certain things in them for the time they get to become professionals.
Yeah, I think, this COPA Coca-Cola tournament, football tournament, it's a great opportunity for them, because if you remember when we used to grow up, every Wednesday it was sports day at school.
Yeah.
So we used to play a lot. A lot of South African superstars, they were discovered at school, in Malukshini, and we've missed that. But now with COPA Coca-Cola, working hand in hand with South African Schools Footballing Association, and also the Department of Education working hand in hand, this is a great initiative. And like we said, it's a global tournament, and we're going to teach these kids, how to behave, as a professional, how to live their healthy lifestyle, because that's very important to know these things at that level, at 14 years, not to wait at 18 and 20 years old and you want to instill, something, because it might be too late. We've seen with some of us with the mistake that we did in our careers because we didn't get opportunities like this. So I'm very, honored, and I appreciate to be part of this great tournament.
Speaking about you and being part of this great initiative, you're obviously one of the scouts. You're going to be sitting there looking at the kids playing. As a chief scout, let me put it that way, what is it that you're looking for? Because the youngsters are there at home. I think it's school holidays now. They're writing here and there, so they are getting that bit of time to be at home and taking breaks during their studies. The youngsters are listening now. They want to know, what is it that you are looking for when you are scouting for those players who are going to end up at the camp?
Yeah, like this tournament is going to play, firstly, before I answer your question, it starts with a district. They compete on the district level so that they qualify to compete at the provincial phase of the tournament. And then from there, that's when we start to, scout in each and every province. We scout one, it will depend. If we see 3 players who are really good, who we feel like, they deserve the opportunity to be part of the future stars camp, which will be held after the national finals in October. Then that's what we're going to do. Each and every province, we're going to select what we are looking for. For me personally, obviously, it's talent. Not only talent. Sometimes you are less talented, but you've got the character. You've got the will. You've got the dedication, and you are a team player. Those are the things, those are the key elements that we need to see. If you are more talented, that's a plus, then, because it will be much easier to just polish you wherever and ever, because during the camp, that there will be also in the end of the tournament, they'll have an opportunity, to spend some time with, great coaches, a great scientist, because, you know, football also is...
There's a science to it, yeah.
There's a science to it.
Yeah.
So at that age already, that camp, it will, you know, make them aware and, you know, prepare them. And also there will be other scouts from the PSL teams,
yeah,
who will come there into that camp and be with those players from the first day of the camp until the last day of the camp. And who knows, hopefully we are sure and we believe that 1 or 2, 3 players will get, you know, the contract to play for the different PSL academies.
And you speak about that because the likes of Happy Jele, Mandla Masango,
Yeah.
Andile Jali are all products of the COPA Coca-Cola, because they went through the different platforms, and
Yeah.
we can see where they are now. I mean, Happy Jele captaining Orlando Pirates, Andile Jali played overseas and a very, very integral part of the national team setup.
Yeah, I think, you know, all these youngsters who are participating in this, you know, tournament, they need to look up to the guys that we've just mentioned,
yeah,
now, the likes of Andile or the Uchele, you know, because that's a reference, you know, to say if you really focus and you take this tournament and you take this opportunity as a youngster seriously,
yeah,
you will achieve. You know, you will achieve, you will play in Europe, you will play for Bafana. I mean, those players that we've just mentioned, those are Bafana players.
Yeah.
You know, and they contribute a lot in our South African football currently. So this is a great opportunity for these youngsters, and I hope whoever is listening or is watching the show now at home will be motivated, because the tournament started last week already.
In Matatiele, yes.
Yes, it started last week in Matatiele, and then on the 20...
On the 21st, it's going to Northern Cape.
Northern Cape,
yes,
and then Eastern Cape, etc., etc.
Yeah.
The whole province.
Yeah.
Will go around all the provinces and just, you know, having fun with the kids. And I love to spend time with the kids, because I want to make sure that, you know, they get that proper information about how to behave and how, you know, you know, as soon as you play a tournament like this, even if you are under 15, you are already a role model to other
kids who are coming up,
yeah, because they look up to you. So they need to know how to behave, how you dress up. You know, you need to be neat. You don't need to be sluggish. You know, all those things, because they can destroy you. Small things, they can just destroy your future.
All right. Jabu Mahlangu, thank you very much for spending time with us right here on Afro Worldview. And we look forward to following the progress of the COPA Coca-Cola in South Africa, the 2018 edition.
Yeah.
And we'll be catching up with you closer to the national camp.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. And thank you for having us. And yeah, man, COPA Coca-Cola 2018, yeah, it's happening.
All right, thank you very much, Jabu.
Cheers.
Well, having said that, we are going to see you straight after the break, because that's all from me.